Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Scouting, Part 2 to yesterday's adventures in the ELC on El Hallouf. In yesterday's video, I was talking about how good the mound down at D4 is for scouting, and showed you a game played from the north of the map. And this is a game I played 2 days later. I decided to platoon with Jack Edwards and Lyhush, and they're in their tier 7s. We managed to get into a tier 9 game. But I'm going to show you again how effective that mound is from the south this time. And it's the second ace tanker in a row in the ELC on El Hallouf. But as I say, the main difference is this time it's from the south. And again, I'm going to head down to that mound. It's slightly different this time. Yesterday's replay was a standard battle. This time we're playing encounter. But again, I want to get down here. Now my first thoughts were to get below the enemy's guns and advance directly underneath the cliff face. But I reckon that the AMX 5120 spotted me, and yes he did. That's why I was already retreating. WZ111 has now been spotted, so that's 2 tanks I've spotted. They're taking fire, and in the meantime the enemy ELC has decided to go to cap. There is RT in play, so I'm moving erratically. And as you can see, someone missed their shot because I decided to reverse instead of advance. And again, I'm worried about moving because of these tanks up here. I know the AMX 5120 is here. But, okay, maybe it's not such a good idea to head up underneath the cliff face. So I guess I'm just going to have to use the mound. Now if I'd done that sooner, I probably would have spotted tanks heading up to A1, A2. But as is, we do get some spots. I spot the E75 and a KV4. IS has also been spotted, and I've respotted perhaps the AMX. I'm not quite sure who spotted him. But now the Borsig has been spotted, and I'm waiting. I pushed a tree down. I'm sitting in this bush. Enemy RT manages to kill the enemy ELC who was capping. Don't you just love when RT decide to take shots at point blank range when you're face hugging an enemy tank? But unfortunately WZ111 takes out the IS-6. So I've spotted a T-28 prototype. T-28 prototype has decided to advance, and my team are going to work on him. So I've gotten all that XP and spotting damage from the T-28 prototype. He was tracked, and Tiger 1 decides to take him out. So we've got 3 tier 7s, including Lyhush and Jack Edwards sniping, shooting tanks I'm spotting. So I've moved forward again, not spotted, and I've spotted the T-32 advancing up to A1, A2. So I'm wondering if anyone's going to put a shot into him. I'm requesting fire, and yes, someone is shooting at him. So I'm kind of waiting here to see if I can spot the Borsig, but no joy. And again, I'm just passive scouting, not firing my gun. So I decide that my usefulness is ending, and I decide to advance to get more spots because no one has spotted the AMX 5120 since the beginning of the game. I want to see if he's still there. Yes, he's still there. So I've spotted him. Proxy spotted him. There's a T-32 up on the ridge behind me who's turning to face me. And I get out of there. I've done my job. AMX 5120 got spotted, and now he's advancing. Don't know if he's chasing me, but he's moving into cover. So now I've got a new mission in life, and that's to try and keep this AMX 120 proxy spotted. WZ111 is still up there. So now the AMX 5120 is in a strong position. He's RT safe. But if I can keep him proxy spotted, I can lock him down. He cannot move around this mound. He can't move to either side without me spotting him. And pretty much his usefulness is very, very limited. If he pokes either side of this mound, I'm going to spot him, and he's going to get shot at. So I've proxy spotted him again. And we're not doing so well on the A1, A2 area. We just lost our E75, but I keep the AMX 5120 proxy spotted in the hopes that someone might be able to get shots at him, maybe the T54, but T54 is not interested. T32 has moved back. So I'm wondering if I can get another shot. And unfortunately he advances. So just being patient and just waiting for this T32 to reverse, and then I, sometime around now, it's been a while since I watched this replay, there we go, okay, he's reappeared. He's retreating, and our Yag Tiger takes him out. So AMX 5120 has been proxy spotted again. And now there's a KV4 sitting up on that corner, looking at me. So I wait for the AMX 5120 to drop off radar, so now I know I'm off radar too. Yes, the KV4 seems to be focused on me. I go for his machine gun port, but unfortunately miss. It doesn't get me spotted. And this time I hit it flush, but unfortunately standard AP doesn't do the job. So he's on low health. I was playing around with moving to an HE shot, but decided to go for a premium round. Now, in the meantime, what's this AMX 120 doing? I'm wondering if maybe he's flanking me, but nope. I've just proxy spotted him there on the corner. Still an E75 and a KV4 up to my left. Proxy spot the AMX 5120 again. No sign of the KV4, but I know that the KV4 was looking towards my direction. Okay, he's still up there. And unfortunately, I was still spotted. He took a shot at me and missed. But AMX has dropped off the radar. So therefore, I'm off the radar. And I'm waiting for the KV4 to reappear. Meantime, Jack Edwards has got tired of waiting and sniping from the top of the hill, so he's come down. And Jack is indicating to me that he wants to put pressure on the AMX. So I proxy spot the AMX, fall back. I'm playing around with going around to support Jack from this side, but then I decide, no, it's an autoloader. It'd be foolish if we both came from the same side. So Jack is moving around to one side, I'm moving around the other, but then a Borsig is spotted, but Jack's committed. Jack's going to be moving into the AMX, so AMX proxy spots me. Even though there's a Borsig here, I'm willing to take a shot. Want to support Jack. Kill the AMX. Jack did a really good job at distracting him. Then an IS decides to come down, so pull back into cover. And Waffentrager, Aufpanzer 4 takes out the IS. Borsig has been taken out by Artie, and all of a sudden this game was a stalemate, and because of Jack's movement, because of Jack's distraction of the AMX, the game has suddenly turned around. We took out 3 enemy tanks in very, very quick succession. And in chat, Jack is saying AMX was boring him. So I switched to a premium round. Don't want to risk another bounce on this KV4. He's on low health. I could have probably used HE, but I don't want to risk it. I didn't need to, because he wasn't even facing me. So take out the KV-4, spot a WZ-120 who spent the game sniping. Thankfully he misses, and I get below his gun line. He's got very, very poor gun depression. So I'm in no danger here. 2 enemy tanks left, RT and the WZ. So I'll speed it up a little bit. I'm back to regular AP. And unfortunately WZ was retreating. We've got the Waffentrager moving up, who puts a big shot into him. I heard the WZ-120 shoot at the Waffentrager, but yet when I turn the corner he's aiming at me, so I get a good shot into the back of his tank. And then the Waffentrager decides to come around the rock this side. 2v1, and we needed to split his focus, but unfortunately... There we go, RNG again, miss my kill shot. Unfortunately, I want to get out of here, don't have time to reload and turn around, and our RT finishes off the 120. So Batchat has been spotted, RT, and for some reason he goes for me. Yes, go for the guy on 113 health. In the meantime, we've got 3 tanks capping. So I move up to try and find RT, and unfortunately we're about to cap out and I don't get any more damage out of this game. Where is he? So that was the second game in 2 days in El Hallouf in the ELC, and it was another mastery badge. Again, maybe not the most exciting of games, but finished first with 1191 XP, only did 655 damage with 2 kills. However, I did manage to spot 8 enemy tanks, damaged 4, destroyed 2, and did 4,206 assistance damage. But it's another demonstration of how that Mound can be used from either side of the map. This time we're going to be starting on the north of the map again. The third game in the 3rd day of playing World of Tanks in a row. I picked the ELC and was lucky enough to end up on El Hallouf yet again. So let's go! So I'm starting on the north of the map, and I'm going to head down to the Mound. So we'll speed this up. So heading straight down, get my first spots, T25-2, and I've moved up into the bush, and we're just going to do a little bit of passive scouting. So I decide to turn my tank so that I'm facing B1, so I can spot enemy tanks moving up towards A1, A2, and then an A43 appears behind me. He's in the open, I've got shots, and I'm playing around with the idea of turning around and taking a shot at him. Someone's just put a big shot into him, and I'm not spotting anything moving up towards A1, A2. So again, I'm tempted, he's in the open. Yeah, okay, let's go for it. Let's put a shot into him. So aiming, oh, someone's put another shot. He's a one-shot kill now. Aiming, and he gets into cover. In the meantime, I've spotted a T-34 moving up to A1, A2. But I'm focused on this A43. IS-2 on the hill has just been spotted and taken damage. Oh, and there's an ELC down here. Nothing I like more in an ELC or in any scout than killing other scouts. But the ELC gets taken out, and I'm waiting for this A43 to retreat. He is. Oh, okay, he's moved back into cover. Yes, you can see I really want this A43. I'm ignoring tanks that are behind me. But I finally give up. I finally decide, okay, I'm going to turn. I'm going to see if I can spot anything up the other side. And no, the A43 is still there. I'm still focused. I still want this kill. Okay, T-32 has now been spotted moving across. Unfortunately, he's going to get into cover. No shots, no shots, no shots, and I wasted my opportunity to take a shot at the KV-1S as well. Meanwhile, the A43 has come out of cover. He's broken his cover, but I'm not focused on him because there's an AT-15 moving across. He's moving into cover. They've all gotten into cover, and in the meantime, someone's taken out the A-43. So now I've decided my effectiveness here is gone. I want to get more spots. My team are asking me to get spots, so that's what I want to do. And an M4A3E8 is moving into cap, so okay, let's turn around, let's deal with this guy. So, a little bit of lag in the replay, but in the meantime, someone else takes him out, and I've got shots on these guys up here. So get a shot into the T-32, but they're advancing. They're putting A1, A2 under a lot of pressure. So I've got an orange reticule on the side of the AT-15, but I still decide to go for the shot, and thankfully it goes in. That was a little bit lucky. I've got nothing else to aim at here. I'm keeping an eye on the mini-map. IS-2 has been spotted behind me, but I'm checking he doesn't have any shots. So I'm waiting for these guys to retreat because they're being put under some pressure up here. But then a T-150 doesn't even spot me. He drives straight past me, doesn't spot me. And finally I get spotted. Get a shot into the back of the T-150. He's turning to shoot at me, so I've got to get out of here. Plus, I know that the other tanks on the ridge are going to start taking shots at me, so I've got to move, got to keep moving. Yes, jink that one, jink that one. Get into cover. So, Tiger 88 has now been spotted on the ridge. He hadn't been spotted before. So, I'm back using the Mound. So, I move forward because there's an AT-15 flanking the guys in A1, A2. I'm fairly safe. I'm keeping an eye on that mini-map. If the T-150 decides to advance over the crest of the hill, he's going to get shot at. So he's leaving me. I'm just working on this AT-15. Very dangerous tank. So there's no RT in the game. That's why I'm being a little bit more adventurous. So I take out the AT-15. Just a T-150 around here. He's dropped off radar. So I know there's a Tiger and a T-25-2 up here on the ridge. And now an IS-2 has appeared. But something has spotted me. Okay, got to get out of here. And it was the T-25-2. So he's still exactly where he was last spotted. So Tiger 1 is ignoring me. That's fine by me. And again, I'm keeping an eye on the minimap. Shoot him in the lower glacis, set him on fire. Unfortunately, he's quick with the fire extinguisher. But he's still not focused on me, so I move into a position where I can shoot him again. He's retreating, and the shot goes a little bit low, unfortunately. So our team are advancing in A1, A2. I know there's a Tiger 88 up here. T-34 dies, and the T-150 dies. So I hang around, maybe to drop off the radar. And there we go. Just spotted the Tiger 88, but unfortunately I stay around, make a mistake, forget how quick the reload is on the Tiger 88, take a shot, takes out my engine, have to use a repair kit. So now I've got two problems. I've got a T-25-2 and a Tiger 88 above me. I want to get them spotted. In the meantime, our AMX spots a T-28 prototype moving up. Just managed to get a spot in the T-25-2 and fall back. So T-28 prototype is moving up, just checking to see whether or not I have a shot, but there's a rise in the ground, so no shots. Going to have to readjust. I figure that T-32 moving up is going to start putting the Jagdtiger 88 under pressure any moment now. I just want to spot to see if he's still there. And no sign of him. Okay, so he's probably retreated. That lets me work on this T-28 prototype. So I'm turning around to deal with the T-28. Yeah, Jagdtiger's gone. So T-28 prototype's back on the map. Put a rock between myself and the T-25-2. Just in case he's still looking this way. And now I've got shots on the T-28 prototype. I just need someone to spot him. There's a KV-1S moving across. KV-1S is on low health, so I want to really deal with this T-28 prototype. And there he is. So get a shot into his rear. And unfortunately, my gun elevation starts to let me down. So I've got to readjust. Trying to find somewhere I can get my gun up. Not enough. Okay, there we go. And we take out the T-28 prototype for kill number 2. And all the time I was safe from the T-25-2. So I decide to fail yet again and track myself yet again, but I've already used my repair kit. So I repair, and the Jagdtiger 88 has taken out the IS-2 and the T-32. Oh, okay, so things not looking so good. So I know where basically all the remaining enemy tanks are. IS-2 is to my left, T-25-2 and Jagdtiger to my right. And then the IS-2 appears to my right. So I figure I've got time. Don't have the gun depression. Need to move forward. Where is he? Ah! Missed my shot on the move. He misses, that's fine. And then, unfortunately, IS-2 gets taken out and the T-25-2 manages to track me. I've got no repair kit. And he finishes me off. So, sad end to the game. Thankfully, the other 3 tanks on our team managed to take out the Jagdtiger 88 and the T-25-2, securing the win. So that was the 3rd ace tanker in an ELC AMX on El Hallouf, using basically the same position in 3 separate days of playing. I finished top on XP with 1409, 2,287 damage with 2 kills, and managed to spot 6, damage 5, and destroyed 2. Unfortunately, the spotting damage or assistance damage wasn't as high as I wanted. 1702 was okay, but I would expect more. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. However, it was a big XP game. As I say, 1409, and because it was on a ×5, I ended up earning 10,565 XP. So that was the 3rd ace tanker in an ELC on a Hallouf using the same spot, and if I haven't proved to you by now how strong that particular position is, I don't know what else I have to do. But it's really important to get a tank into that position, whether it's a scout or a medium tank. It's a very strong position on El Hallouf since it's been reworked. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.